At Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
Who's 30?
57. Off the screen, off the screen, off the screen, off the screen.
Show that bench release and go.
57's the mic, watch 57. No chance. Under 10.
50.
10.
Flash and turn.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go, yo.
Hey, box drop.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Oh, I don't get mad at my man, though. Ooh, he almost missed that.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We got this.
These Madden League niggas are annoying, yo.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I don't even want to play. Honestly, I don't even care if I fucking lose, yo.
On first down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away. Incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Cool.
Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Pressure.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner.
No.
Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Shit.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view. Figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, it's Samuels. And that'll hurt the average a bit. Some 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Oh, I heard this song.
They'll run on first down. Carson.
The internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay.
Out here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
0-0-0.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out.
Turtle up, send Turtle up a party chat.
A candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and bounces
El niño ese Turtle up, le podemos dar un mensaje, un party chat aquí.
That sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
I took it off private. I put it on public.
He's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more.
Oh, how's he keep catching those one-handed catches, bro?
With one hand. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go, bro.
At the 26-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field
This
goal
guy's
range.
just fucking jocking the shit out of Juju Smith. He might as well suck his cock while he's at it.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league
fucking
throw 4
tight ends
interceptions
running.
in a
Oh
game
man!
and win. He's got to understand.
Oh, my lineman's running with the fucking ball.
And they will stop him after a fairly
It's funny, my fat ass lineman got 3 yards.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 29, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. There he goes, right side.
Let's go, baby.
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Fucking broke that nigga.
Now Myers for the extra point.
For real, yo. They bother me to play this guy. I'm already winning 21-0.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, folks.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On second
I
and
fucking
9,
knew it. I fucking knew he was going on that slant route.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now this throw, it's complete. It's Moncrief with it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Roethlisberger now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Able to spin free, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Oof.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Roethlisberger. And this is caught. It's Bryant, and it's a Steeler touchdown. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Right.
Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
I'm finishing up this Madden game real quick. Once I'm done with this league game, I'm down on my rep.
Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Space to maneuver at the 40. That he's into the clear. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, bet. All right, there's 4 of us in here.
Winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now it's Lockett. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Score quick.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, baby. Later. Wait till later, okay?
Halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10 is counter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dante Moncrief. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He's coming. Come on, back. I'll go special. I'll go special.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Yeah, I'm almost done with my game here. When I'm done with my game, I'm gonna hop on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, D. Check 43. Go 14.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Wilson, forced out to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That's me playing Madden. Me playing Madden.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Today's Tuesday, bro. Today's Tuesday.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Only Thursdays.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the locker. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bud Dupree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm going 42.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Excuse me.
To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Samuels. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger able to find Switzer. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger looking middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Come on, now, come on, now. Slam, slam, slam. Move the team.
Now Wilson rolling to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Wilson, that's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
I'm about to hop on the 4th right now.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I'm almost done, though.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
I'm almost
A
done, though.
10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 20. 4-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Carson. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson. And he fires one incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Wilson, being chased out left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, 30 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And this is caught inside the 5. Well, they've held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got 3 minutes left, 3 minutes
Coming
left.
to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now Wilson, he'll buy some time right. He finds Coleman, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
He was supposed to be on, man. He told me earlier. He was supposed to be on earlier, so I don't know.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
On 1st down, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Come on.
This is Carson. And an alley to run. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down.
I'm a 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning.
Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Carson. And he'll go down at the 28. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken. With 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17-yard. Wilson. It's loose. It's out.
He's doing the Gatorade.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away.
What happened when we called timeout, bro? I was trying to end it nice and easy.
As they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week, Mark.
I don't know what that is. No, yeah, it was a telemarketer.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Pass incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a
to
great
put up 70 or to not put up 70. That is the question.
It seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Front left, front left. 198. That's it. Get in the weight room.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm done. I'm about to join up 2K right now.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't...